Cool World is a 1992 American adult live-action animated hybrid fantasy film directed by Ralph Bakshi, who gave us the animated Lord of the Rings, and written by Michael Grayus and Mark Victor, starring Kim Basinger, Gabriel Byrne, and Brad Pitt. It tells the story of a cartoonist who finds himself in a cartoon-like universe he believes he created, where he is seduced by one of the characters, a femme fatale who wants to become human. Hollywood if she could, and she will. They could have just put Hollywood if she could. I have a problem with this movie. I've never seen it, and I guess I should. I never went to the theater to go see it, and I don't know why. Look at this artwork. It's fantastic. What happened? It was supposed to be a rated R movie, and then they made it into a rated PG-13. I still don't want to see it because of that. I want to see a good rated R cartoon. And it bombed anyway. It probably would have done better had it been rated R. Because that's what people want to see. It's for a warped audience like me. And they don't want to see some Disney crap. They want to see something different. Okay. Why did I get into Cool World? Because Minty Comedic Arts made a video about it, and they did a good job. If you don't know Minty Comedic Arts, he's on YouTube. He's a bald, sunglass-wearing Aussie who makes videos about movies. And I like his perspective because he's not in America, and he has an Australian point of view. And he has perspectives on the film industry that otherwise people wouldn't have. Let's see. What else? Red Letter Media. Be sure and check those guys out. See, here it is. 10 things you didn't know about Cool World. If you really want to see a good video about this mess of a movie. I like Kim Basinger, and I didn't used to like Brad Pitt, but now I do. He's a cool guy, and he really worked hard at his acting. I didn't make a video yesterday. I didn't have any ideas, which is unusual. So I could really use a beer for breakfast. So if you want to buy me a beer for breakfast, all the financial stuff is in the description box. EverQuest The Return yet again was my last video, and playing that game melted my head, which is part of the reason why I couldn't make a video, because thinking about EverQuest and getting back into that just caved my head in. My brother wants to play it, and that's a whole big ordeal. EverQuest at this point, it's a pretty boring game. I'm not done with it. And here's Bag End. Okay. And that took me down the rabbit hole. Okay, we're gonna talk about Bag End a little. Okay. So I looked up the interiors. Okay. What's this? Steve reviews Cool World. Another stupid ad. Okay. Oh, snap, the internet. Reload. Steve reviews. Okay. Let's see. Steve reviews. He sounds like a British guy to me. And it looks like a good video. I watched 7 minutes of it. How South Park's blah blah blah. I like watching videos about South Park because it's hard to watch the episodes these days. Okay, now we are going to Minecraft and I will show you my work. This is what I was doing yesterday instead of making a video, and I was up in the middle of the night working on this. Let's go to bed. So Amber made some coffee, which I'm thankful for. She also cooked up some turkey so I can get some protein. I sampled it. It's dang good. Okay. So another reason why I didn't make a video yesterday is because I was working on this bag end Hobbit home model, and the Hobbit movies, they disturb me so much that I couldn't make a video, and we watched some of it. So to fix the bad taste of that, we listened joyously to the Hobbit audiobook, which is so good. There's many videos of the Hobbit audiobook, and there's some bad readers, but if you look, there's some really great readers. Andy Serkis did a version, but I couldn't get through it. There's better readers. Sad to say. Okay. But this version of The Hobbit that we listened to yesterday was just fantastic. So, just based off of one picture, I built the beginnings of Bag End, and even this is just a model. And it took me a while to decide what size to build it. I didn't want something too small, which would be in a kid's perspective, and I didn't want to make it too big because the project would become too much to handle, biting off more than I could chew. Okay, but this was the right size, and this is great. It needs to be bigger if I want truly round windows, but this is okay for now. I like the flowers, and there's tall grass and short grass, and that really helps a lot. I don't want that flower right there. It turned out great so far. I'm not done. I started the roof, and I literally cannot wait until I build enough of the roof so I can plant a big tree. I'm gonna plant 8 or 10 trees together. I can't wait to put that tree up there. Okay, this turned out great. This is my middle of the night work, doing this wood trim here. I love it. It doesn't have to be bag end, but it's close enough. And I put in this area so that when the dwarves walk in, they can put all their coats here. That made sense. And I mapped out the front room. And this is just a test model. To build a bigger model of this would be a nightmare. This is already very work intensive. And the only way I could lay in this floor was to watch videos while doing it, because it truly is work. It's when video games stop being fun and they become work. Okay, but I'm glad I did all that because it's looking great. I'm satisfied with how it's coming along, and I'm excited to build the roof and put in the tree. And there are maps of Bag End. There's at least 2 that I found, and they are different interpretations. The one the woman drew seems more like how it should be in the book, where she has the front room, but then there's a long hallway with rooms on the right and the left. And she has a back door, and I don't know if there's supposed to be a back door, but it's a good idea to have a back door when you're living underground. Okay, so all the doors inside have to be round. So this big doorway I have to make around the same size as this one. Okay, there's a lot of rain in this world. So it's going to take me a while to build this front room. And I guess the fireplace would be on this back wall. That would make sense. And since hobbits are always concerned with food, this area would lead right to the kitchen, which would make sense to me. Okay, so there's that. What else is going on? This creative world is coming along quite nicely. I'm happy with it, and I get ideas for it all the time. And watching this video with a professional Minecraft builder made my medieval castle work look very childish. There's always someone better than you. That's the law. If you're on the eternal ladder, there's always someone below you that you're better than, and there's always someone above you. Okay, I like the poppy fields for Oz, and more trees are coming, and eventually I want to build an elf village, which is amazingly just like an Ewok village. Well, the Ewok village kind of copied the elf village, didn't they? Playing EverQuest again. I don't know, it's such a big time waster. That was my big critique of it. To get good at it, you have to play it 8 hours a day, every day. How do you make a living while doing that? And making videos of EverQuest isn't very much fun for anybody. And then there's this Flag of Oz, which has become such a massive project that it's caving my head in and is overwhelming. And it's getting to be so big that I can only do 1 layer a day. So I just go around the circumference of the flag every day and just put in one layer, because that's all I can handle. Okay, I'll get it started because it's just such a chore, yet it won't build itself. This has to be done. I don't like to have half-finished projects just sitting there like a big eyesore. And every time I look at it, I think about how it's not done. So this is something I can do when I watch a video or listen to music. Something to occupy my brain with, because this is a tedious affair, which usually happens with me in Minecraft. I come up with ideas that are so massively big that I can't even handle it anymore. But the things look great when they're finished. It just takes forever. It makes me wonder how I'm using my time. Okay, so this is about a third of the way done, and even after I'm finished, I might modify the angle of the 4 quadrants. And now I switch to yellow. This is not fun to do. It's only gonna be fun when it's done. I'm not crazy about this flag with the star in the middle. I might put the word Oz on top of the star. Okay. There's nothing like half-finished work, huh? So I'm happy to be making this video. Usually I make 2 videos a day, and I just didn't feel like it yesterday. Had I made a video yesterday, it would have been very forced, and I don't like to work like that. I like to make videos when all the words and items roll out smooth, like melted butter. I make videos for myself, so if it's not fun, why do it? But I also make videos for people, because everyone is living on this world and they need foobar videos to watch to fill their mind with, because reality is just such a tough thing. We need fantasy and fiction. Okay. Man, am I actually gonna do this work?
Yes, I have to repeat. Are you sure? Positive.
And there's always someone talking. Let's see, press E for inventory. Purple concrete. That works for right now. Okay. And then it takes me all day to upload the videos both to Rumble and YouTube. Neither of those 2 sites are paying me. I haven't made a single penny with Rumble yet, even though I have tons of videos there now. So if you are inclined to donate a buck or two. Because I can't do this on nothing. Well, I am, but it'd be a lot more fun with a can of beer right now. Okay. How are you? Thanks for watching my videos. I can't do it without you guys. So even if you don't donate any money, I mean, I'm lucky when anyone does. You are helping me a lot. You are helping me out a lot just by watching and giving me watch time. It looks like I'm still around 300 hours short of the requirements for YouTube to qualify to get paid. So it's been a long road. I've actually done better since I started making videos again, and to get those 3,000 hours. Man, to get 2,700 hours in that short of a time, it's amazing. So thank you guys for watching. I'm not the best video maker, I know that, and I'm very low tech, but I try and give you information, and I try and have fun, and I want to make it fun for you guys too. Let's see, I need blue concrete. Okay. I've really been enjoying Minecraft lately. But it would be pointless to play Minecraft without making videos of it. Then it would become just a self-indulgent thing that no one would ever see except me. So, at least with the video making, I'm sharing my experiences, and you guys get to share them with me. So it might be really fun to play EverQuest with my brother again. He told me he's in Crescent Reach, place I haven't been to in years. He's a pretty hardcore player with his video games. So it becomes like a job when I play games with him. And it's hard to leave the computer desk because we get so involved in things that an hour or two go by when I just want to sit in my car and drink coffee. But he's a good kid. Maybe a little confused. Maybe we all are. Okay, let's check this out. What did it take? 5 minutes just to go around once? Who even cares about the flag of Oz? I'm the only person in the world who cares about it. That's why I always do the smaller versions first, because once you get to the final finished build, it's a nightmare to build it. It's very time consuming. To finish that, I couldn't even do it in a week. Okay. While I'm here, this other time-consuming thing is to build the yellow brick road, which takes forever. It gets to be so tedious that all I can do is do it in small chunks. And that's how I do my artwork. Because I have literally spent 25 hours on pieces of art and they are still not done. And then it's hard to even get like $100. So that's $4 an hour for 25 hours of work. And it's just not worth it sometimes. And then when you do finish the piece of art, you put it on Facebook, and in my case, I'll be lucky if 3 people like the work. So, and then it's a chore to photograph the art, post it, then you have to do it on multiple sites. It's a big production job. And sometimes I just get burnt out making art, photographing it, posting it, then you have to write about it. And some people are able to make a living online with their artwork, and I would need to work harder on my art in order to achieve that. And then you have to build up an audience, and then your persona has to be that of the artistic type. And it's just easier for me to make videos of video games than to do the whole art thing right now. Okay, hold on. Bum bum. So there's my nice Hobbit hole. Okay. I like the Lord of the Rings thing. So there's my Oz logo. And I will have to build this in Minecraft. So that's another job. Let's see if I can actually do this. I'm trying to find ways to make art again. Let's see, I wanted to draw Ozma. She has a crown. And it says Oz right here, if I remember. She's got a silver crown. And Ozma looks to be around 8 or 9 years old, like Dorothy. You ever see Return to Oz? There's some good things in that movie. I saw it in the theaters. It's very dark. Made by the Walt Disney Company. They have a thing for Oz. Walt Disney had a thing for Oz. He might have copied some of his career off of the elf rank bomb path by writing books, making movies, doing stage plays. Elf rank bomb was an entrepreneur and only continued writing Oz books because that was his most popular endeavor of anything he had ever done in his life. So it was a moneymaker. And L. Frank Baum was sick of being poor, kind of where I'm at right now. So Sometimes the pens don't work when you're going side.